The surge in cases are being felt across the country, from completely full ICU beds in Alabama to Mississippi seeing an uptick in children being admitted to the hospital.
And now, controversial remarks from our lieutenant governor on vaccination rates. Let's go to Dan Lieberman for the latest.
If you're not scared of COVID, you need to be scared of your hospital system collapsing, because right now I can't take care of your families.
A warning from this Alabama doctor pleading with parents to take the COVID surge seriously. His ICU beds in his state are now completely full.
We're experiencing wait times in the emergency room like we've never seen. They are waiting for hours and sometimes more than 24 hours in the emergency department.
In Louisiana, images like this, a Navy medical team arriving to help short-staffed and overworked hospitals. In this image in Jacksonville, Florida, a patient lying on the floor of the city's public library waiting for the monoclonal antibody treatment Regeneron. Florida's Governor Ron DeSantis touring the state in recent days, encouraging people to seek the treatment if they test positive.
This monoclonal antibody is like an antibody cocktail. It goes in and it helps fight back the virus, and really I think the results have been very good.
The Republican governor continuing to oppose mask and vaccine mandates as more than 17,000 patients are hospitalized across his state, with officials warning they're reaching capacity there too, with less than 7% of ICU beds available. And overnight, Texas dropping its enforcement of Governor Abbott's ban on school mask mandates after a Supreme Court ruling upheld one district's restraining order. Texas's lieutenant governor pushing back on criticism of Republican mask and vaccine mandates, telling Fox News the Democrats are causing the surge in cases by failing to get African Americans vaccinated.
The biggest group in most states are African Americans who have not been vaccinated. The last time I checked, over 90% of them vote for Democrats.
Studies show right now 57% of unvaccinated people are white.
And continuing with that, according to the latest Axios survey, 81% of Democrats have reported receiving a vaccine compared to 61% of Republicans, and Letitia, 71% among independents.
Wow. The NAACP responding to this morning, calling the lieutenant governor's statement racist and false.
Hi, Shalom Makim. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahushai, Ba'asham Racha Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'd like to say Shalom to the elect that teaches word in our true faith and sincerity. And as you can see the clip, the video, the devil, pretty much, so-called white man Esau Edom, is showing his horns more and more, man. We understood that the target was you so-called Negro, Latino, and natives to get that thing. Now we in a time where you are definitely the target, because our people come under the banner of the unjabbed, the unvaccinated. And it lets you know it don't matter about the numbers or the stats or who got the shot or who didn't. This man wants you, man, at the end of the day. And you see it play out through his media, his rhetoric, who he want, man. Which is you Israelites. Matter of fact, let's start off with this in the book of Psalms. And then, our people, man, if you don't think the so-called white man the devil, that you shouldn't never trust this nigga at all, you're going to have to find out the hard way. This is Psalm 64:1. Hear my voice, O Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai, in my prayer. Preserve my life from further enemies. See, so that lets you know that's what we supposed to be praying for. To be preserved from the time to come, man. Because it's going to have to take divine intervention to be delivered from the teeth of this nigga, man. This his blessing. And you see when you had the military helping out because they were short-staffed at the hospital. Well, that's going to expand and them knocking on your door for you to roll your sleeves up. The military is the one that's going to is the bridge to bring in this new world order through martial law and, these draconian laws being passed. And you seeing this nigga crying, he's weeping more and more bitterly every day, man. That's why you have more restrictions. But the point is, this man is the devil, man. Fuck the stats, fuck the numbers. He want Jake, and it's now being known to the fullest, man. It says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. See, because it starts in their secret councils, in their secret meetings, man. It said from the workers of iniquity, so they shape and fold and fashioning, wickedness, man. And that what you see in this news clip. Nigga try to sell it so hard, well, he took a picture of a nigga laying on the floor to hopefully that would spark you to go down and roll your sleeves up or set an appointment to get the shot, man. Or to put Jake out there as the problem of, the reason why there is a surge of, you know what I mean? But people always lose sight. It was them damn gooks over there that was passing out back to back. But somehow, some way, we the carriers of it now. That's the work of a nigga. This nigga shaping and fashioning, molding, wickedness, man. It says, who with their tongue like a sword. See? Meaning what? Those laws and legislation this man passed, even the Reddit, what you see on the media, the news, even all the way down to commercial, it's ultimately for him to justify and wage and war on you, man. It says, and bearing their bows to shoot their arrows, even build a word. See, and when you bend your bow, you got to be aiming somewhere, man. Who you aiming at? Continue on. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. See, because guess what? At the end of the day, it's Jacob versus Esau, man. And we seeing the climax of this fight. We about to approach the climax of this fight by the way of Jacob's trouble, man. Matter of fact, because they said it starts with the laws, but it's going to actually play out. This is Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that right grievousness which they have prescribed. And that word grievousness, when you go into it, it goes into trouble. So the laws, legislation this man got on the books is really, that's going to bring forth Jacob trouble. Because this man got laws in the books right now and going to your house without no warrant. To blow lay the whole house down. To throw you in these concentration camps in the so-called name of health. And keep you there indefinitely till everything blows over, which is not gonna blow over, man. It's gonna blow up. You know what I mean? But the point is, these laws, these legislation this man got on the books is set up to pretty much slay the poor and needy, man. That's who this man been planning against the whole time. Yeah, he had these boogeymen came and gone. You had Saddam and Gaddafi and, Osama and all these guys. But this one right here, the Israelites, so-called Negro, Latinos, and natives. This is who this nigga been lusting after the whole time, man. Matter of fact, let's get something real quick. It's like it's Psalm 37. Psalm 37 in verse 32. The wicked watch of the righteous and seeketh to slay him. See, which we know overall the nation of Israel, can be the righteous, but especially, really, that's talking about the elect of the nation of Israel, man. That's who this man really watching. Because those are the ones that refute. Those are the thinkers. Those are the ones that have the testimony of Yahushua. Because just when we went back into the clip, they brought out the stats that pretty much Jake is with the 235 people is with getting that thing. You know, it's niggas every day. You see a nigga behind a tinted car with a mask on. The only thing you see is a big blue mask floating behind the tent. You know what I mean? Jake standing in line and rolling their sleeves up, man. They all for it, man. You know, so it ain't like this man ain't is having a problem convincing Jake to get it, cause Jake with it, man. You know, you had niggas. There's a nigga concert finna go down, the Mess It Up concert. He had these different rappers make songs about it and these different incentives to lure Jake in, and they was with it, man. But who he really want? The righteous, the ones of upright conversation. But overall, the nation of Israel is the target, man. You know? It says, the Lord will not leave him in his hand, nor condemn him when he is judged. See, so the Lord is not going to leave us to the teeth of this man. You know, the Lord's not going to let us to succumb to the ways of this devil, man, and be consumed by this man. That's not going to take place. You know, but the point is, it's being made known that Esau is the devil. And he have his target, which is you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Natives, man. You know, and Jake gonna have to find that out the hard way, you know, when all hell break loose. Because then, shit, Esau can't even save himself. So how much you lean upon him and trusting in, you know, this system and everything that this man have presented unto you? It's not gonna work, man. This is Ecclesiastes 12:10. Never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. So yeah, the 2021 devil is a worse devil than the 1950s devil, man. Why? Because you don't know he's the devil in this lifetime. He present himself as, you know, that lamb, something that can be beneficial unto you. Oh, he's coming in the name of health. You know, see, back then, at least you knew they was your enemy. Where they would blatantly, you know, get you out, bring you out your house, drag you out your homes, and hang you in the middle of the town. You know what I mean? The way you couldn't look that man in his eye, he'll beat your ass. But as iron, what contributes to the iron rust of time, man? You know, so over time, this man have gotten worse. Now you don't know this man is the devil. You don't even know this man is your enemy. You know? It said, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. Why? Because this that same nigga, man. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped the looking glass. And thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Meaning, you take a step back and you look at this man, his track record all the way up to the day, you're going to see that the 2021 devil is worse than the 1950 devil. It's worse than the 1800 devil, than the 1700 devil. If you take a step back and look at what this man have done, the acts he have, that this man played out throughout the planet Earth. This nigga is the devil, man. You know? And you see how he's justifying on coming at you so-called Negro, Latinos, and Natives. You Israelites. You are under the category as the unjabbed. You are under, you know, so that means now the military is going to be involved pretty soon. You know? Because that's what it's going to come down to. The military is going to be involved, man. See, we finna, 7 AD finna once again play out. But this is going to be worse than 7 AD, man. 7 AD was just a prelude of what was going to ultimately take place in this lifetime, you know, on a bigger scale. Matter of fact, let's get this in the book of St. Luke. The book of St. Luke, chapter 19. in verse 41. It reads, "And when he was come near, he beheld the city and wept over it." So when our Lord Yahweh Shai pretty much foresaw 7 AD and what was going to happen to the people. Because a city is a people before it's a place. Jerusalem is a people before it's a place, man. That what makes up the city, the people, man. So when the Lord, he foresaw what was going to take place, which this devil cut all the supplies. We was forced to, commit cannibalism. Because and then the Lord gave us a heads up. Said if you see, the abomination, desolation, what was spoken by Daniel, he gave us a heads up. What that this man, the devil, is coming, man. We once again going through them same motions. Heads up, the devil is coming, man. You know what I mean? So this once again about to take place. This St. Luke 19:42. It's saying, if thou hast known, see, and that's the key thing, knowing this information, man. That's why he's plotting to slay the righteous, because we know we have the light, the testimony of Yahweh Shai, this truth. This is how we're foreseeing the evil and hiding ourselves, man. It's here saying, if thou hast known, even thou, at least in this thy day, the things which belong to thy peace, but now they are hid from thine eyes. And the thing that belongs to our peace is this truth, man. It says, for the days shall come upon thee. See, we once again in those times. See, events are reincarnated as well, man. That's why it tells you, matter of fact, I believe let's get some real quick just to prove that point. Events are reincarnated. This is 2 Peter 2:6. It says, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. So that lets you know pretty much that same spirit vibration of Sodom and Gomorrah will once again take hold on planet Earth. But it said that when it first happened, it was really an example, meaning what it was going to be. It was really a prelude of what's going to play out in this lifetime. And we seeing, not to get off topic, but we see that this is way worse than Sodom and Gomorrah. Them Sodomites from back then would be uncomfortable in this lifetime with all these freaks, man. They probably would repent and be straight if they come across these crazy people of the day, man. But the point is, it tells you that it was set for an example to those that after. So that lets you know Sodom and Gomorrah was a prelude of what really was going to take place in this lifetime. And the same thing with 7 AD. Yeah, that actually happened. That was a key part in history. That actually had to take place dealing with us falling away. That what kicked off the dominoes of us falling away, man. But this once again is finna come right back around. 7 AD finna once again take place, man. But on a bigger scale. Now it's drones involved, mechanical dogs, and tanks, and MRAPs, and this man is different weaponry, man. This technology is involved in it now. So this is St. Luke 19:43. It says, for the days shall come upon thee, that thy enemies shall cast a trench about thee, and compass thee round, and keep thee in on every side. See? So yeah, it's gonna once again be a lockdown. It's going to be this lockdown is not going to be no soft lockdown where it's just a curfew at 11. You can't you stop drinking at 11. You got to go home at 12. Or you know what I mean? No, this lockdown is going to be the lockdown where you have to have you're going to have roadblocks. To be cutting certain parts of the city. People going to have to be forced to stay in their homes. This is actually going to take place, man. It said, and shall lay thee even with the ground. See, because guess what? It's going to even be different orders, to go in certain houses or go in certain neighborhoods. Just lay the whole neighborhood down, man. It says, and thy children with thee. See, so it's going to be orders to what? Lay the whole house down. And they shall not leave in thee one stone upon another. Why? Because thou knowest not the time of thy visitation. And we know this is the time. Why? Because you seeing Esau telling you he coming for you, man. This nigga telling you that by saying you the unjabbed. Now you seeing the military is being involved in helping out with these affairs, dealing with the crime. And it's only going to intensify, man. There's going to be a point in time you're going to know this man is your enemy. There's going to be a point in time you're going to know the so-called white man is the devil. He never changed. He just became more of a devil. He upgraded to a super devil now. So this is back to Rock 12. I'm going to jump down to verse 16. It says, an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. Yeah, because this man, he's coming in the name of health. He sound like he's so frustrated because he want to help you. This man is so frustrated because he want to help you so bad. But in his heart, he imagine how to throw you in a pit. He's conjuring up a plan to keep you in further derision or just kill you off altogether, man. It says he will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. And this is that opportunity. That's why this man has been dragging his thing for 2 years, man. And like I said, it's not like it's gonna blow over. It's gonna blow up. Because it's going to get to the point he's just going to send forth the military. And that's going to be it, man. And it ain't like he going to these so-called high-end neighborhoods with heavily Edomited, where they stay at. Which a lot of Edomites are rebelling against this. But who this man really going to get, though? Who he's really coming after? You Israelites, man. It says, if adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him now first. And though he pretend to help thee, yet he shall undermine thee. See, because it's a sinister plan behind everything this man do. It tells you if he do it good, he do it unwillingly. And at the last, he will declare his wickedness. So meaning at the last, he's going to show you he's a devil. When he helped you out that pit and then pushed you back in after he got everything he wanted to get out of you, you going to know then, man. When you see the military knocking on your door with that thing, that needle in his hand. Or you might not even have a luxury of going to a concentration camp. They might just blow you away, right then and there, man. Or it might be a mechanical dog to do that. But the point is, this nigga is behind it, man. Esau, even the so-called white man. The devil that the Bible speaks of. It says he would shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much, see? Because it starts by the way of these secret councils. Before you see the just dealing with football, before they hiked the ball, they had to come up with a play first. They had to come up with a play. Then when they break the huddle, you see them line up. They lining up in position, whatever formation they in. Then they hike the ball and run the play, man. But that's what we seeing now. This man is lining up. You seeing everything is being strategically put in place. Everything right on schedule. This man got, troops in certain spots throughout the U.S. It was a point in time where it was video servicing these different military vehicles being placed in certain spots throughout the U.S. Everything here now. Only thing this nigga got to do is hike the ball. But really, it's Yahweh by Hashem outside that's going to get this man the green light. And that's why we read in Psalm 64:1. Hear my prayer, O Yahweh by Hashem, shall preserve my life from the enemy. Because guess what? At the end of the day, man, it's going to have to take divine intervention. This man's blessed with the sword, man. It says he will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. So at the end of the day, they going to know. If you don't know now, you going to know soon. The so-called white man's the devil, man. and he's your enemy. It's going to be made manifest when all hell break loose, when that man sent for his military and come after you, Jakes, man. So yeah, I just hope it was edifying. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'asham Yahushai, Ba'asham Rakha Kodash. I'd like to give double honors to the apostles and elders, great millstone. I'd like to say shalom to the elect that teach word on true faith and sincerity. DTA, Abba Soon,